with this one right here, we didn't got Taze XC1 night or morning. You got C1 with it. You got Taze XC1 and you got the night or morning, and you got what their whole just Flinum is coming into it. You got the Taze and you got C1 and you got the morning or night. So you got the both restricts and stuff like that. Which opportunities, but you got what C1 and the whole thing. With just the mazy one like Taze and stuff like that. But you got the just this one right here coming into the whole cleverest and stuff like that. So you got a little scrismus like right here and all the whole thing. But with this whole just low tubes.
I Tweako mix this, It sounds cold.
Look, we could do it in the night or morning. Hop out the ride, no caution. And I don't know nothing about pausing. Got a man down, could have left him in portions. Big boy wax, no reboards. He got caught on the lack and got reboard up and down like a fucking seesaw. He got shot, all you heard was Nino. We could do it in the night or morning. Hop out the ride, no caution. And I don't know nothing about pausing. Got a man down, could have left him in portions. Big boy wax, no reboards. He got caught on the lack and got reboard up and down like a fucking seesaw. He got shot, all you heard was Nino. We could do it in the night or morning. Hop out the ride, no caution. And I don't know nothing about pausing. Got a man down, could have left him in portions. Big boy wax, no reboards. He got caught on the lack and got reboard up and down like a fucking seesaw. He got shot, all you heard was Nino. Irrelevant. All of my ops are irrelevant. Dark skinned nigga with a whole lot of melanin. Splash my man, I didn't have no adrenaline.
Oh, he said, what the relevant he said all my options are relevant. He said I'm under the toast and like the whole thing is rid of the toast and then the whole thing coming into it already like coming with another evolution. Like he said, all that other stuff is about poison. Like that stuff is a poisonous, the whole thing, how it's just older, scrotum missing and the whole thing, like he said, he putting a whole just other roxases to it.
All of my ops over them sides feminine. Don't mess with a young black president. You don't want slim trap waking a residence. LT were a bunch of menaces. Rise that dotty and squeeze it. You don't really want the bulldog speaking. Money comes first alongside the beef thing. Would fuck Michael, but I already cheated. Don't got it wrong like he did. Creep up gang and we left it leaking. It's long. Don't get caught in a wave, you're one. Money comes first alongside the beef thing. Would fuck Michael, but I already cheated. Don't got it wrong like he did. Creep up gang and we left it leaking. It's long. Don't get caught in a wave, you're one. We done jump out gang on numerous dons. Certain man even left their brethren. Guys get shot, they don't claim their section.
Hey, like he said, jump out gang. Certainly brethrens left their merches and all this other stuff. So they was leaving stuff, while they was on a ocean, like as they was, trying to get away, like they say, you leaving your critical things and everything else is like coming to assuming, and you have the whole thing like it's just coming from scarcity, like the whole thing, like he said, especially with the whole lust out gang, the jump out gang, they just really be purging and terrorism. It's like you got that whole thing just elevished, and like the whole thing is just another way of just saying, I'll relish this.
It's long. Ops them piss cause we do guys wrong. They ain't on stepping, they're moving long. Free up the guys, hell a man them's gone. Look, we could do it in the night or morning. Hop out the ride, no caution. And I don't know nothing about pausing. Got a man down, could have left him in portions. Big boy wax, no reboards. He got caught on the lack and got reboard.
What did he say? Man down. It's in portion. It's in portion. And he said, I don't know nothing about this and that. And, the whole quotient and imposing and the whole thing, like he just relevating, like he said, something about the the excursion and the main thing and the just the potion and the most thing and the most Fredericks.
Up and down like a fucking seesaw. He got shot, all you heard was Nino.
We could do it in the night or morning. Hop out the ride, no caution. And I don't know nothing about pausing. Got a man down, could have left him in bullshit.
Big boy wax, no reboards. He got caught on the lack and got reboard. Up and down like a fucking seesaw. He got shot, all you heard was Nino.
We could do it in the morning or night. Hop out the ride on sight. And I don't know nothing about fights, trying to get a man down with the levers and lights. Look, I don't know nothing about tech time. I was in the gets with a whistle and a tech 9. Blood, step out your ass, it's bedtime. Got Nick, how we put ops in the headlines. Lean and whistle it, grease and sizzle it. You don't see me giggling, not even a little bit. Hold up a little bit, squeeze and tickle it. Lose control when she whine and jiggle it. Totally irrelevant, I was an elephant when I heard little.
Ooh, totally irrelevant, totally elephant. And he said, you know, squeeze it and tickle it. Ooh, you know that whole part. He said the whole thing, and then he said the whole relevant. You know, everything is irrelevant. And then he said with the elephant, like, hey, he was mixing it up like a whole just Draco. He was mixing it up with a whole Draco. Like he said, you know, he put the elephant, then he put the relevant, then he put the squeeze it and tickle it. So it's just a all skeezy. Like it's just an automatic, you know, skeezy. You know, you tickle it and you got the whole thing. Then he said like the elephant and the main thing, like he was just bruising into different, you know, forticals. Like he said, it was another irrelevant thing, you know, just elements.
Man died in Broad day shredding them, brother, what you telling them? I ain't intelligent, he don't need medicine. We could do this like Def Jam. I won't miss if I shoot with my left hand. Married to the road, no best man. And if you chat a man's name, you're a dead man. Dark skin nigga with problems, shit looks right when I weigh out my options. I don't know nothing about toxins, like these tea out there now with topspin. Look, we could do it in the night or morning. Hop out the ride, no caution. And
hey, how about the ride, no portion? Hey, how about the ride, no portion? And he said, I won't mess with my left hand. You know, my left hand, my whole left hand, you know, that's where everything is just skeezy at. But he said the whole thing, you know, how about the ride with no portion?
I don't know nothing about pausing. Got a man down, could have left him in portions.
Big boy wax, no reboards. He got caught on the lack and got reboard. Up and down like a fucking seesaw. He got shot, all you heard was Nino.
We could do it in the night or morning. Hop out the ride, no caution. And I don't know nothing about pausing. Got a man down, could have left him in portions.
Big boy wax, no reboards. He got caught on the lack and got reboard. Up and down like a fucking seesaw. He got shot, all you heard was Nino.
Yeah, but with this brisket one right here, you got this one right here. Like he said, you know, no. All you heard was Nino and the whole thing, like coming from the whole thing. But you know that coming from that portion and everything else, you got one of the frisky ones, you know, the Threesic ones, the main Grim Reapers, the main Conclusions one, cause they just bring it to another Federalist one and a thing coming around it. But you got the night and morning Taze C1, so you got the whole just Ella Reston coming into it, you know, with this whole thing and this whole just Cedric coming into it. But you know, with this whole thing and they're having their whole thing, make sure you guys go thrizzy with this one right here and everything else. But make sure you guys like, comment, and everything else. And with this, just consultants.